Alright, 7th grade, you're going to be doing 4.7, solving two-step inequalities. Alright, so begin working on the warm-up for 4.7, solving two-step inequalities. I'll give you just a few minutes to solve this. Okay, you're finding the difference. What does difference mean? Does anybody remember?
Subtract.
Very good, you're subtracting. Excellent, Ricky. He says it with such confidence. I love it. So you're going to be subtracting this expression minus this second expression. Okay? So another easy way to do that is to take this subtract sign in between and apply it to both of these factors. So you'll be doing 1/2 x minus 1/4 x, and then -1 minus a -11. When you have a negative and a negative next to each other, what does it make?
Positive.
Right.
Positive.
So technically that's -1 plus 11. You need to take that into consideration when doing the math. Okay,
Yes.
I'll give you just a couple minutes to solve those. I forgot to record this. Okay, sorry, I forgot to record. So you applied the negative to everything in this and rewrote it. Now we're doing 1/2 x minus 1/4 x. So if I get 1/2 minus 1/4, to subtract you get a common denominator, so we make this 2/4. So 2/4 minus 1/4 would give me what?
1/4.
Very good. So that's how I got 1/4 x. So now I'm doing -1 plus 11. What would -1 and then plus 11 be?
10.
-12.
It's going to be a positive 10 because this was negative and this is positive. It's like saying 11 minus 1. Okay, so that's going to be your answer for the first one. 1/4 x plus 10. Okay, so once you have that, now go try and do the second warm-up. See if you can do that one.
Okay.
Alright, so example 1, we're going to solve 5x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 11, and then we're going to graph it. Okay, so your first step is to write it down. What is my next step?
Add +4 to 11.
Yep. Add. to
Very
11.
good. We got to get x by itself.
Well, it's
So
add.
very good. We're gonna move this minus 4. Ow. So add 4 to both sides. Cancels on the left. We're just left with 5x. What is 11 plus 4?
15.
15.
So we get 5x is greater than or equal to 15. I'm not sure where they are. Might be in here. Yep. There you go. Okay, what's our next step? How do we get x by itself now?
Divide.
by 5.
Divide.
So we're going to undo the multiplication by dividing. 15 divided by 5 is?
3.
Does our sign change?
No.
Why not?
Because we didn't have negative.
Excellent, because you did not divide or multiply by a negative number. Very good. So you have x is greater than 3, greater than or equal to 3. So now we need to graph this. Am I going to have an open circle or closed circle?
Closed.
Closed.
And then is x going to go to the right, shade to the right, or to the left of 3?
Right.
Right.
To the right. So
Right.
closed circle, shade to the right, because x is greater than that.
Do we draw the number line?
Yeah,
Yes.
but remember you can just draw the 0 and then a 3 and then circle. You don't have to write every single point here. I don't mind that. Okay, so everybody got this? There's a B, so we got to keep going. Good? I don't want to move on unless you're not ready. Are you ready? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Alright, moving on.
Speak.
Miss C's,
Yes,
where's the B?
right here.
Oh.
I hadn't clicked next yet because I was making sure everybody had time to copy it down.
Okay.
So here's B. So we're going to solve B divided by -3 plus 4 is less than 13. So of course your first step is to write the inequality. Okay, now we have the B is kind of dealing with the -3, so we're going to look at the +4 first and move that first. How do I move the +4?
Subtract.
So I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. 13 minus 4 is?
9.
Very good. So now I'm left with B divided by -3. How do I move that -3 away from there?
Multiply.
Times. Multiply.
Very good. Times or multiply. We're going to times both sides times a -3. Now, since I'm multiplying by a -3, what happens to this sign in the middle?
Flip.
It flips. You see how they flipped it here? So then these cancel, and I'm left with just B. What is -3 times 9?
Negative 27.
Very good. -27. So the sign did flip.
Good job, Joe.
B is greater than -27. Very good. So now we need to graph this. So again, draw a number line. You can put a 0 and then just go way over here and put a -27. You don't have to put everything in between. And are we doing an open circle or closed circle?
Open.
Open, because it's not equal to. And is B going to be shaded to the left or the right?
The right.
The right, because B is greater than. You see how the alligator opens up to the B, so the B is greater than. So B is greater than -27. Any questions on how we did this?
Wait, can you leave that on, please?
Yeah, I'll leave it up. Make sure you're writing it down in your journals. Any questions on how we did it?
No.
What Joel said.
You can, okay, do your
Yeah.
Go ahead and start on your try-its 1 through 3. Alright, so here's help for number 2. Alright. 4 minus 3D is greater than or equal to 19. Let me grab my whiteboard. Which means I need to present my whiteboard, not this. Alright, so we have 4 minus... Everybody hear me okay, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Alright, so 4 minus 3D is greater than or equal to 19. Okay, this 3 and then minus kind of go with the D right here. So we're actually going to move the 4 first. How would I move the 4 over to the other side?
-4.
You're going to subtract 4 because it is currently a positive 4. That negative is behind it, so the negative is actually attached to the 3. So that cancels. And I just rewrite -3D is greater than or equal to, what is 19 minus 4?
15.
Very good. Okay, so now to get the D by itself, how do I move that -3?
You divide.
Yes, because it's multiplying. So we're going to divide by -3. So then D, do I change the sign?
Yes.
Yes, because we divided by a negative number, so the sign flips. Okay, what is 15 divided by -3?
-5.
So -5. Okay, and then to graph it,
It goes to the left.
we have a 0. We have a -5.
Closed circle.
It is a closed circle. Let me see if I can draw a closed circle. I just need a bigger dot. Boom.
Is it going left?
And then D is less than or equal to, so what way am I shading? I heard Camille say it.
Left.
To the left. Making my dot bigger. Alright, does that help? Make sure when you're looking
Yes.
at this, the negative after it, it's attached to the number behind it, not in front of it. So that's why this -3, it goes with the 3, not the 4. The 4 is just a standalone positive 4 by himself. Okay? Alright, do your last one. Okay, this is help on number 3. Plus 8 is greater than 9. Okay, so what am I going to move first?
8.
Yes. So I'm going to say plus. Am I going to say plus 8 or minus 8?
Minus.
Yes.
Minus 8.
Very good. So subtract 8 from both sides. Just rewrite the W over negative 4 is greater than, what is 9 minus 8?
1.
Good. So now I have W divided by negative 4. What's the opposite of division?
Multiplication.
So I'm going to multiply. Times negative 4. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other side. Times negative 4. This cancels. Does the sign flip?
Yes.
Yes, because it's a
Yes.
negative 4 that we moved. 1 times negative 4 is?
Negative 4.
Negative 4.
Okay, and then we graph this. 0, negative 4. Is it an open or closed circle?
Open.
Open.
And W is less than negative 4, so which way am I shading?
Left.
To the left. Alright, that should be tries 1 through 3 all done.
Finished.
Alright. Make sure you click save. I have a couple of you haven't saved it yet. Example 2. Which graph represents the solution of negative 7x plus 3 is less than or equal to 28? So the easiest way to decide which graph this is to actually simplify this or solve for x. Okay? So let's do that on the whiteboard. So we have negative 7, x plus 3. You're writing this in your journals. Is less than 28. Oh, less than or equal to. Okay, so the left-hand side is not simplified yet, so you can't just willy-nilly change this. So we got to simplify this first. Now, there's actually 2 different ways you can solve this. I'm going to show you the distributive property way first. So we would say negative 7 times x and negative 7 plus 3. So what's negative 7 times x?
Negative 7x.
Very good.
Negative 7x.
Yep. And then what's negative 7 times positive 3?
Negative 4.
Next 4.
Multiply, multiply, multiply.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you multiply?
Yep, because we're doing distributive property here. Negative 21. Very good. Okay.
So the 7 times 3?
Yes,
Oh,
because
negative 7 times.
yeah, because of these parentheses, you're multiplying.
Okay.
All right, now we have it to where we can solve it. So we're gonna move the 21 over here. How do we move that 21?
Add.
Add.
Okay, so 28 plus 21.
49.
49. Very good. Okay, and then how do I get rid of this negative 7?
Divide.
Divide.
Very good. Divide. Okay, that cancels. I'm left with x. Do I flip the sign?
Yes.
Yes, because I divided by a negative number. What's 49 divided by negative 7?
Negative. What is that? No.
Negative 7.
Oh.
7 times
Oh.
7 is 49, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So then you just have x is greater than or equal to negative 7. So then we graph it. Well, we just have to pick the graph, right? So at negative 7, is it open or closed?
Close.
Close.
Closed circle, and x is greater than, so I'm going which way?
Right.
To the right. So then look on your example. Which of these is the correct answer? Let me go back.
B.
Does everybody agree with him? Yep. D is the correct answer.
Yes.
Vehicle you choose, and part A shall
E.
Oh, that's everything I just did with you guys. I guess I could have clicked through. The answer is B. Oh, why? Because this isn't negative. Woo, Elliot, got you.
Oh, wait, what?
Negative
Got you,
7.
Elliot.
So you would use 125.
I did say B.
Oh, I thought
Elliot
you
got
said.
tricked.
I apologize. I thought you said D. They sound the same.
Wait, so it's D?
It is
B.
B is in boy.
Oh, okay.
Right here. All right. Any questions on how we solved that?
No.
Okay. Do you want to see the other way you can solve it, or just leave it at that and solve it that way?
Leave it like that.
Okay. I think that's probably better right now. So. All right. So do your try it's 4 through 6 and self-assessment. We'll do your last example in just a few minutes. All right. So here is number 5. We have -4, open parentheses, n minus 10.
I can't see. No.
Did it come? Can you see it, Joel?
I can see now.
Okay. So -4, open parentheses, so that means this -4 is times everything in here. So we need to distribute. -4 times n, which is -4 times n would be
-4?
-4n.
Yeah. Two.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then we do -4 times -10. What's
Sorry.
that?
40.
40.
Plus or minus?
Positive.
Plus 40.
Yes, because it's a negative times a negative.
I know.
Okay, and then when I just rewrite the ending, 32. Okay, now we can solve for n. What's the first part we should move?
Subtract 40.
Very good. So minus 40. That cancels. I'm left with -4n. What is 32 minus 40?
-8.
Very good.
-8.
Okay, now how do I get the n by itself?
Divide.
Divide.
Divide by -4. Divide by -4. That's canceled. I'm left with n. Do I flip the sign?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I divided by a negative. What is negative divided by a negative is a
-2.
Positive.
positive.
+2. I knew that.
Joel.
Okay.
Romeo.
Then we graph it. I have 0. Oh, that's going to be my 2 because 2 is larger than 0. And open circle or closed circle?
Open.
Open.
And n is greater than, so I'm shading which direction?
That way.
Right.
That
To
way.
the right.
Right. The right.
Good. Any questions?
Ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
Number 6.
All right. Everybody got it? Can I do number 6?
Yeah.
I
Alright.
agree with you.
Speak now. Here we go.
I agree with your agree from my agree, Elliot.
Oh my goodness.
Please stop.
Ricky. Ricky Rat.
Alright, so 0.5. Open parentheses, 8 plus y. Close parentheses. Alright, so what's the first thing we need to do?
Deja vu.
It starts with a D. It's not deja vu.
Oh, okay. Divide.
Nope.
What?
When you have a number
Division.
outside these parentheses,
Multiply.
it means
Multiply.
So we need to distribute.
D.
Oh.
Distribute.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to
Elliot.
rewrite. Shh, don't talk on top of me. What is 0.5 times 8?
Oh no!
What? 4.
0.5 times 8 is 4. 0.5 times y
0.5 Y.
is just 0.5y.
What did I get wrong?
Okay, now how do I move the 4?
You subtract.
Yes. So those are canceled. -3 minus 4 goes further negative to be
-7.
-7. Okay, 0.5y. Now how do I get the y by itself?
Divide.
Well, Elliot's got
Yeah,
this.
oh.
Divide by 0.5.
Wait.
Alright, so then I'm left with y over here. Does the sign flip?
No.
No, because it's not a negative number we're dividing by. What's negative 7 divided by 0.5?
Negative 14.
That's a terrible 14.
Wait, is it?
Yes.
14, not negative 14.
No, it's negative.
Oh.
Because it's a negative 7 and a positive 0.5.
What?
Oh, yes.
So then I draw a number line. I go to negative 14. Is it an open or closed circle?
It's a closed.
It is closed. And which way am I shading?
To the
Right.
To the right.
The right.
I had it.
You had it.
I agree on your agree on my agree on your agree on my.
Chord. So this is the second method. Since you have 3, and these parentheses mean what kind of math?
Multiplication.
Multiplication is 3 times everything in here, right? We can do the opposite of multiplication instead of distributing. So I can divide by 3, that cancels the 3, and I'm left with just whatever's inside. Basically, it lets me remove the parentheses. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, and then you get a by itself by subtracting the 5. So then a would be less than negative 2. Okay, you would get the same answer no matter which way you solved it. Okay, if I did it the other way, where I have a plus 5, and I distribute, you're going to see it becomes the same. Because I get 3a plus 15, right? Because I multiplied, less than 9. I subtract 15. What's 9 minus 15?
6. Wait.
Yep.
Oh.
And then divide by 3. We'd get a is less than, that'd be a negative 6. We'd still get a is less than negative 2. You see, no matter which method I use, it comes out to be the same?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
It's not about math, but are we good at PE?
I'm trying to, but we're taking an awfully long time to do math, and we still haven't done science.
Okay.
So, we'll see.
Whoa.
You all slept in, so you all had a break this morning instead. Last example, get your journals. Let me switch to sharing the other screen. Alright, can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, last example. Put this in your journals. A football team orders the sweatshirts you see over here on the left. The price per sweatshirt decreases 0.5 cents for each sweatshirt that is ordered. So, I'm sorry, not 0.5 cents, 5 cents for each sweatshirt that is ordered. How many sweatshirts should the team order for the price of the sweatshirt to be no greater than $32.50? Okay, so right now the sweatshirt costs $40. If I order a certain number, each time I order, I get an additional 5 cents off. So we need to figure out how to solve to get to be the price of each sweatshirt to be $32.50. So, when you're looking at this, you need to think. I have my base price, and I'm going to subtract how much it decreases per sweatshirt, and that needs to be less than or equal to $32.50. Okay? So now let's write the numbers. What is our base price?
$40.
$40. Okay? How much does it decrease per sweatshirt?
5 cents.
5 cents. The number of sweatshirts, we're just going to put an N there for the number that we've ordered. And it needs to be less than or equal to how much?
3250.
3250. So now I've created an inequality that I can use to solve. Because whatever number of sweatshirts I plug in here will be less than or equal to 3250. So, let's solve this. What do I move first?
The point, 40.
The 40, because it's not attached to the end. So, how do I move the 40?
Positive. Who might subtract?
Yes, it is a positive, so we're going to subtract. So, what's 3250 minus 40?
710.
Close.
No.
750.
750.
Negative 750. Okay, then I need to divide to move this 5 cents, right?
Mm-hmm.
So divide negative 0.05 from both sides. A negative divided by a negative is a...
Positive.
What is 750 divided by 0.05? How many times can 5 go into 75? $15 plus a 0.
Okay.
So if I order 150 sweatshirts, then my price per sweatshirt will be $32.50. You guys can use your calculators to solve this.
Oh, I don't have mine.
Don't you have one on the Chromebook?
I left my calculator at my mom's.
Okay. You can use the one on the Chromebook. There is a calculator. Alright, has everybody got this written in your journals?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll leave it up.
Ye-
Owie. I'll leave it up for just a second. Okay, I don't know who's pushing what. Stop it. Okay, 7th grade, you need to finish self-assess number 13 and 14, and that's the end of your assignment. It's not due until tomorrow, so just make sure you get it done. Alright?